Hi, sisters and brothers in Christ. So, as you can see, it's very dark in my background. I am about an hour, close to two actually, early for work. I do this most of the time when I'm coming in at work. I come in early because it's something about getting up early, watching the sunrise. I'm such a nature person. I just absolutely love it. And where I park at is in a parking lot that's just like full of just trees, like a nature overload. So I love it. But I wanted to do this quick video because I was really thinking about when I was in the operating with that spirit of harlism. And for the ones who are not familiar with what a harlot is, it's basically a prostitute. So I really had like a deep meditation, soul searching moment when I started to realize and unravel all the devious thinking and ways that I did when I was operating under, having that spirit upon me. Whew. And I tell you, it's really heartbreaking. And, it's like for me, I want to expose some things. I'm doing this because I do want to bring exposure to this spirit that people will see, realize what it is. So you can pray against it because not all harlots look like themselves. Let's just put that out there. All of them don't look like themselves. When I was operating in that arena, first of all, my biggest pet peeve was not to look like it. So that's how devious I was. I knew within myself that I was a prostitute. But when I was around others, the guys that I was dealing with, some of them didn't know initially, but I had a game plan with that the whole entire time while I was with them anyway to get what I wanted. So I still implemented me being a prostitute, but I did it in a sneaky way. And the ones who did know, they I still try to confuse them because it's like, when you're with me, treat me like I'm your girl or your wife. Like, how dare I try to get these men to treat me like that? But anyway, that was a part of my messed up thinking then, and I would demand that type of respect, and then in return I will sell them a fantasy of what they are wanting. I got so bad that I literally, it became a full-time job. It was my life. I started to study each guy on the level of finding out their likes, their dislikes. And I came up with a fantasy girl, their fantasy girl of choice for each guy. And my goal ultimately was to get what I wanted, even if I had to make them believe that I was in love with them. I played on their mindset depending on each one situation. I wanted to, sadly to say, it's like I wanted to become the apple of their eye, regardless if they had a baby mother, a girlfriend, or a wife. In my mind, I was going to get this guy to fall in love. And that has happened. And though that worked in my favor and I got the things that I wanted, what I could not see in the spiritual realm is that I was just losing my soul. I was caving in to this spirit of harlism, and I was giving it everything. Like I said, it was my life. Like literally, my cell phone, because I had all my contacts and things in it. So when I would like lose my cell phone or something, I would have a heart attack, because that was like my lifeline of getting in contact with these guys. One characteristic that I think a lot of people miss when it's a seasoned harlot is, and I did this for many years, you come around a guy's family, or yourself, just with that person might practice themselves, not to look like a harlot. My whole ideal of that was to trick the guy. In myself, really. I was tricking myself too. Because I would conduct myself around his family in such a respectful way. I held myself a conversation very well. By nature, I am a family-oriented person, so I use that too. And but all in all, I was with this guy because of one thing. And if I wasn't going to get what I wanted in a short period of time, then I would string along a person and have and put future hopes out there to this person and sell it to them. Because our minds, when the imagination it's a lot with that. It can get a person stuck just with imagining. And I knew the power of that. So I would play on that. I would just take that and I would use that. I would tell them, I would even go as far as to tell these guys, and they could have been a stranger, because in that field, dealing with that spirit, you will sleep with strangers. And even when that would happen, I would say things like, tell me you love me. I would sell them or tell them, well, rather, give them images of me, of us, what we can have, a family, a future. I'm just so in love with you. I will do girlfriend things, lay my head on their chest or keep them around me a little longer when, I knew that in that line of prostitution, most girls, and they even mentioned it to me as well, would just be like, okay, look, I don't have all day. Let's just do what we're gonna do, and then you gotta go. Instead of me doing that, I then I gave more time. But all in all, I really was doing that because the more time that I was giving them was just, I was in the process of freshening up, taking a shower, straightening up what we probably messed up, and freshening myself back up, doing my face back over. And this is the time frame that I gave them the extra time to make them feel special, when I was just only prepping myself for the next person. Or